If mornings start with a churning stomach, a puffy waistline, and joints that ache before you even rise, you are not broken. Your body is not failing, it is asking for a different kind of support. For 40 years, I have listened to that quiet language in my apothecary kitchen, grinding ginger root and cinnamon bark by hand while morning light spills across the wooden counter. Here is the silent truth harsh diets never tell you. The body is not a machine to be starved or punished. It is a quiet garden that needs the right botanical signals to restore its own metabolic rhythm. Stay with me until the end, and I will share the gentlest 3-ingredient tea, something you can steep before breakfast, to soothe an anxious stomach and invite that rhythm back. The dried chamomile rests so quietly on the parchment. Its scent is soft, a whisper of apple and honeyed earth. I arrange the blossoms one by one, a meditation before the world stirs. Your belly speaks before your mind does. Have you noticed that? The tightness upon waking, that dense, bloated heaviness, it is not yesterday's meal, it is yesterday's stress. Elevated morning cortisol surging through a sleeping body. Modern life has people waking already exhausted, already swollen with stress bloat. I remember a retired school teacher who came to my practice years ago. She sat where the afternoon light pools across the old oak desk, every morning. She told me she would wake and weep, not from sadness, from the anxious flutter churning in her stomach like a trapped sparrow. The science is both elegant and cruel. The cortisol awakening response rushes at dawn. It can injure the delicate gut lining. It slows metabolic harmony to a crawl. This is why you feel so heavy. Matricaria chamomile is where I often begin. This small dried flower is a nervine relaxant. It soothes the enteric nervous system. It tells the belly, very gently, you are safe now. But chamomile alone leaves a warmth that fades too soon. There is a second ingredient. It holds a deeper, spicier, almost golden aroma. The kind that lingers in the cup long after the tea is gone. That is the real key to breaking the anxious spiral before breakfast. Listen to the soft hiss of hot water hitting dried ashwagandha leaves in the glass. It unfurls a quiet green scent, earthy, slightly bitter. This is Withania somnifera leaf. In 40 years of practice, few understand its gentle genius. You wake wired yet drained. That is a cortisol curve gone flat, then spiking. The body holds onto the midsection. It becomes a stress-bloated shield. I remember a field visit at 5 a.m. The farmer cupped a leaf, still dew heavy. He whispered, "Pick it early and the leaf mirrors the body's calm rhythm." He was right. Science now confirms triethylene glycol compounds in the leaf gently modulate the HPA axis. It coaxes cortisol down. No sedation, just a natural waistline softening over weeks. The lazy habit is this. Steep 1 teaspoon of dried leaf with your chamomile, or simpler, a few drops of a pure botanical extract. Let the warmth fill your palms. Sip, feel your jaw unclench. Many find this rhythm restores metabolic harmony far better than harsh diets. But notice the subtle, almost hidden warmth sliding down to your stomach now. That soothing, golden calm comes from something else entirely. Tap your fingers on the warm cup. Feel that gentle heat. It hints at a spice you already own. A spice that quiets digestive fire in minutes. The brass mortar is cool against my palm. Fresh ginger root grates down into golden strands. Its sharp, warm scent rises immediately. This is zingiber officinale, not just a kitchen spice, a thermogenic carminative. It gently speeds gastric emptying. It reduces inflammation-induced bloating. Modern mornings arrive with acid reflux, or a nausea that makes skipping breakfast feel necessary. That slows your metabolism further. Years ago, a middle-aged man came to my dispensary. His belly was distended. He was convinced of a serious gastric disease. His eyes held real fear. 3 mornings of this simple tea, his stomach quieted. The relief softened his entire face. Ginger's 6-gingerol eases smooth muscle spasms. It promotes true digestive harmony. For a lazy habit, use a pinch of fresh grated root, or a pure organic extract saves precious time. Listen to the water just off the boil. Pour it slowly. But the order of steeping changes everything. Get it wrong, and you lose the cortisol balancing effect. Let me show you the precise ritual for an anxious stomach. The steam carries a hint of something sweet, something floral. It's almost time to add it. Listen to that sound. the fibrous crunch of fresh ginger grating against a ceramic plate. It is the first note of calm for an anxious stomach. The morning ritual is simple. Place a spoonful of dried chamomile and ashwagandha leaf into a warmed teapot. Add that bright, pungent grated ginger. Do not use boiling water. Wait until the hissing subsides, just under the rolling bubbles. This preserves the delicate volatile oils that soothe your nervous system. Cover and let it steep. Exactly 4 minutes, not 5. A longer steep pulls out bitter tannins that can irritate an empty stomach. This is not a harsh detox. It is a gentle infusion of nervine compounds for metabolic harmony. 40 years ago, a desperate patient came to my apothecary kitchen. She was exhausted by complicated diet protocols and a waistline swollen by stress bloat. I handed her this very cup. This simple timing, tested over decades, extracts the carminative sweetness, leaving the bitterness behind. If 4 minutes is too much, a pure botanical extract stirred into warm water takes seconds. Many find comfort in nature's quiet support. Now lift the lid. The scent is honeyed and spicy. But what you feel right after drinking this, the lingering warmth in your palms, determines whether your waistline truly feels the difference. I lift the delicate cup to my lips. Steam rises with the quiet scent of fennel and ginger. This is not about sedation. It is about priming you for a natural metabolic rhythm. Modern life exhausts us with stimulants that spike cortisol and deepen visceral fat storage. We chase energy, but end up feeding stress bloat. I once collaborated with a yoga therapist. She noticed something remarkable. Clients who sipped this tea before morning practice had less belly distension by mid-morning. Their insulin sensitivity improved without harsh diets. The science is gentle. Soothing cortisol blunts the breakdown of lean tissue. It encourages gentle thermogenesis from the botanicals. Your body learns to access stored energy quietly. This is true natural waistline support. Drink it warm. Let the unhurried warmth settle you. Digestive bitters in the roots reach the vagus nerve. They signal safety to a tense gut. Many find comfort in this simple, lazy habit. I reach for a cinnamon quill, yet a fleeting scent gives me pause. There is one ingredient you must avoid. Even in tiny amounts, it keeps feeding anxious belly cycles. Listen to the soft clink as I place refined sugar and synthetic lemon concentrate on the highest shelf. They do not belong near your morning brew. Too many well-meaning souls add honey or lemon to green tea. By 10 in the morning, the belly bloats. Fructose spikes insulin on an empty stomach. Citric acid can irritate a sensitive lining. That quick sweetness steals the metabolic harmony you just nurtured. I recall a gentleman who walked into my pantry 40 years ago. His hands trembled around a bottle of so-called detox tea. It had burned his stomach raw with harsh extracts. I brewed him plain chamomile. Nature's quiet sweetness was already there. No honey needed, no citrus required. Simple carbohydrates in the early hours trigger a reactive insulin response. They undo the gentle cortisol reduction your body craves. This invites stress bloat rather than soothing digestion. Sip your tea plain. Listen to the quiet hiss of hot water releasing warmth from dried leaves. If you must feel a hint of sweetness, let a sliver of cinnamon bark drift in slowly. No stirring, no rush. Just the slow infusion nature intended. But what if fresh ingredients are out of reach? There is a way to choose pure botanical extracts without falling for clever marketing. Trust your nose more than the label. Real vanilla has a soft, lingering warmth. Fake ones vanish too quickly. I will guide you next into that quiet art. I hold this small amber bottle to the light. Inside, a quiet stillness hums with the memory of sun-soaked leaves. Modern life doesn't always grant us the time to cradle a mortar and pestle, to bruise fresh herbs with our own hands. Yet convenience can still honor the garden's deep botanical wisdom. Some mornings, the exhaustion settles into your joints. Your fingers ache. Grinding fresh root daily feels like a mountain you cannot climb. For that honest weariness, a correctly prepared extract becomes a merciful alternative, a way to receive the plant's intelligence without the labor. I remember the 2 years I spent bent over my laboratory bench, adjusting a cold extraction method for ashwagandha leaf. Every trial sought to protect the delicate with analytes, to let them stay whole and potent without the harsh sting of alcohol on a sensitive stomach. The science now asks you to look for organic, full-spectrum extracts, standardized and free of fillers, ideally third-party tested for purity. This becomes your gentle, lazy habit. A few drops in warm water can replace the long simmer, the steep, the strain. I often guide my clients toward a trustworthy source. You'll find the one I personally rely on in the description. But remember, even the purest extract cannot do its work if your evening routine is fueling morning anxiety. The last of the evening light catches the copper kettle on my shelf, a soft glow against the worn wood. After 40 years in my apothecary, I've learned metabolic harmony is a full circle, never a straight line. The modern exhaustion is so often a quiet cortisol spike in the dark hours. It feeds an anxious stomach by dawn. I remember a patient who came to me exhausted by harsh diets. She ate so carefully, yet carried a stressed belly that would not release. We didn't change her food. We changed her nighttime ritual with a simple herbal tub soak. Her natural waistline support came from rest, not restriction. When deep sleep is stolen, the body's ghrelin spikes and adiponectin falls. This drives that heavy morning bloat. Yet the gentle adaptogens you met earlier help reorder the HPA axis overnight. They are nature's quiet support for soothing digestion. Now for the lazy habit. Close the kitchen 2 hours before bed. Listen to the gentle pour of steaming water into your tub. Let the chamomile and Epsom salts prepare your nervous system for repair. Many find comfort in this gentle balance. Using pure botanical extracts here saves time and steeps your senses in peace. Now, take the full method I've laid out today and let me tell you where to begin tomorrow morning in the description. But stay with me, because the next video will show you how to move your body without ever leaving your chair. So there it is, a quiet, 3-ingredient morning tea that honors your garden body, not a harsh diet. Please remember, this botanical wisdom comes from decades of practice, but does not replace your personal physician's advice. If you cannot source fresh ingredients, I have listed pure extract options I trust in the description below. But before you click away, let this next video show you how to move your body gently to support that calm belly. Tap the card on your screen.